crops. Are we going to play our third Doomsday match? No way. No way. Not possible, Jim. That's banned. There's no way we have to play third Doomsday match. Or is it Hollow Vine? It might be the Hollow Venge Vine, the Hogak Vine. Could be Hogak Vine. Could be Doomsday. I think we have to keep this hand on the basis that this hand is pretty reasonable against Doomsday. I think it's like a pretty okay hand as it is. Is it the third Doomsday matchup? Or is it... It looks like it could be the third Doomsday matchup. We have a misstep though, which is pretty good here. I don't think you're supposed to misstep Preordain in this matchup. You kind of want to save it for like Duress, Dark Ritual, that kind of things. Those kind of things. So we're playing third match versus Doomsday again. Which is crazy because I don't think this is a good matchup for us. Interesting. I'm pretty willing to walk here, I think. If we get dazed, that's fine too. I'm like pretty okay with this being dazed as well. I think what opponent's thinking about. I really think they have dazed the way they're playing this right now, because there's no way you would ever force this. Either force. Yeah, so they dazed it. That's perfectly okay with me. So we know opponent has Underground Sea. Okay, we don't know anything anymore. Can't believe we have to play Doomsday 3 times. If we can come out of 3 Doomsday matches up 2-1, that would be really good. Get wrecked. Alright, successfully played my mental misstep in the correct manner. Land drop. Beautiful. White, blue. That guy. You have a second daze? No. Beautiful. Bring back my jet. Play my jet. Play my top. Still have a force of will here. Now we just need to find an action spell. Brainstorm. Don't think I'm supposed to counter that. I'm pretty sure I'm only supposed to counter a Doomsday from now on with a Teferi in play. Opponent kind of has to find 2 Doomsdays now, because they shouldn't be able to get rid of this Teferi unless they find like a Thassa or a Hope of Giripur. But we should have the ability to beat like 1 Doomsday, and then we have to try to find a way to kill them before second Doomsday. They did have a fetch land off their Brainstorm. It's pretty good. I guess they can beat my force with another Duress. That would be pretty good. So on our turn, what's our plan? It's probably natural draw into Ponder. It could also be like activate top, repeal top. Okay, we found a PO. That's really good. We just need a couple more Moxen, really. We go with activate top, repeal top. Kind of like that. Don't think we want to ponder on his turn because we want to hit land drops and play Moxen. I think I like... The problem with repeal top is I can't replay top and ponder unless I hit a Moxen. So let's just cast ponder, I think. Flusterstorm, land, force of will. I mean, that seems really good for us, right? I don't want to give them like infinite time. Maybe what I want to do here is just go force, land, fluster, and then we'll just take the fluster and they'll have force fluster and then we can spin and stuff. I think it's okay to have a fluster storm here. I actually think it's an okay draw. It will protect our force from another duress. Maybe it won't if they just hit a land drop, I guess. We can still spin here. All we really need is like some more Moxen, so. But if, yeah. Like it's obviously much better for us to fluster this Doomsday. Saturn actually called it. Oh. Yeah, I mean, anyone could see that coming. Why would I play Hollowvine? It's not like a master plan though, right? Because Hollowvine actually it does beat PO, so it's not like I baited everyone into thinking Hollowvine was like somehow, you know, yeah. It was just I didn't want to play Hollowvine. All right. We actually have the ability to PO now on the end of the next turn because we'll just use the fetch land. Yawgmoth's Will. It's not terrible to draw Yawgmoth's Will. Not great though, it's just Time Walk Ponder. I have to just pass here, I think. I think what we'll end up doing is like end of turn POing. I think they're gonna cast another Doomsday here. I think I'll respond to that by POing. Oh, it looks like it's just dig here. I don't think I pick up Teferi, no. I don't think I counter dig either. Dig is not Doomsday, so I don't think I care. They still are never going to be able to counter my counter, so I just need to keep countering the Doomsdays. Teferi is like so good here. Yeah, I think it would be pretty unwise to pick up. I don't. They're at 5 cards, but maybe it doesn't. I think it's fine to just leave Teferi in play and have him just be my spells are uncounterable. Especially when opponent needs to resolve a Doomsday to be able to win the game. Or like a Thassa Demonic Consultation. I do need to like get some action going though. Like I can't really sit around all day. I did get to use my one fluster though, which was pretty strong. Like another land drop. Gonna be Underground Sea number 4. Demonic is fine. I don't think I care about Demonic. They do have a really low number of cards in hand. I wonder if you pick up the Teferi. I guess we could technically get dazed if that happened, so we probably don't want to do that. If we hit a land drop off this Pio, I guess we won't know, right? I think it would be like greedy to pick up this Teferi. Just take my draw 3 and be happy. Another force is really good. Okay. We also have Snap Time Walk. Yeah, I'm pretty into Snap Time Walk here. And then we could like... The problem with snapping Time Walk is we don't have a guaranteed kill later off like a Tinker or something. I think it's still right though. We also found another blue card for our Force of Wills. We have the ability to draw with Teferi now. I guess I can just bounce my, sorry, I can just bounce my Snapcaster and PO. Kind of insane, actually. Ah! Is it better to use my other PO, though? Or I snap PO? Probably. Kind of need to get more mana. I think it's okay to fetch Island here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Might be able to pick up Teferi now. I don't think it matters. I'd rather just leave it in play, not have to use the mana to pay for it. Alright, we win the game from here. It's just a matter of time. Can't actually cast, I can repeal this, actually. Trying to find another blue source, because I can't actually technically... cast this Ancestral beforehand. I'm just gonna grab the Mentor off of this. And then we'll play Mentor and we'll snap back Time Walk. Actually, we still technically need another blue mana to snap back Time Walk. Oh, nope, we have a Yogg-Will now. Alright, this game is over. Oh, I already snap walked. You're totally right. So what we should do is just draw all of our counter spells, and actually maybe what we would do is like Karn Lattice Lock them. Draw most of our deck and Karn Lattice Lock them. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so once again, verse is Doomsday. Last time we boarded slightly incorrectly, right? So this time we're gonna do the correct. We're gonna bring in Flusterstorm and Soul Guide Lantern, and we're not gonna bring in Needle. Ooh, I think Soul Guide Lantern is much better than bringing in something like Tormod's Crypt, because the Soul Guide actually, it actually can cantrip. So, and then we took out an Island and a Hurkyl's Recall, which were the 2 dead cards. I don't think anything else was technically dead in our deck. Take a look real quick though. Everything else could be used. Yeah, everything else is fine. So we'll just upgrade on our island and our Hercules recall. The reason you can board out an island is actually because PO operates completely fine on 12 lands. You're only playing 13 lands out of respect for shops. So you can actually go down to 12 lands in any matchup where you're not getting wastelanded or taxed. Teferi was fantastic in that game, absolutely fantastic. I probably don't win that game without a Teferi. This deck actually had 2 Teferis for a while, but I cut one for a Karn for the mirror, but obviously we haven't played the mirror. I think Karn is like pretty busted in the mirror as a non-pyroblastable, non-forceable, non-flusterstorm must counter threat. Rated. I think, like, I don't know, it's tough to say. I don't think I can play 2 Teferis if I play a Karn just because of mana cost issues. I think this is a keep. Doesn't do a lot, but it also isn't bad. Having a Force of Will and a Lavinia against Doomsday is pretty okay. Yeah, the new Teferi's not going to see vintage play, but it seems like it's a cool card for sure. We really don't want to get duressed here. That would be unfortunate, I think. Yo is not the greatest draw. I think we want to just go with Preordain first. We have extra Lavinias to pick anyways. If I can hit a Moxen here... I don't think I'm allowed to keep Opal, but I will definitely keep Misstep. If we had hit like a non-Opal Moxen, then we could play our Mana Vault out, and it's really nice. I think like without having a I have to Misstep this, right? Because if they untap and they go Ancestral with Flusterstorm backup, it's really bad for me. Pretty sure I have to Misstep this. If I had another Moxen, I think I can keep that Opal so I can like start deploying towards a PO and have a Lavinia, but without without Metalcraft, I think it's probably asking for too much. Yeah, probably. So we did get duressed, so we're gonna lose our force here. We'll untap and jam a Lavinia, see if it gets dazed. I assume there's no way they take anything but force here. PO is like pretty far off, and Manifold is only just fueling a PO, and they can't take Lavinia. I assume they like take force and they go like Dark Ritual Doomsday or something. You take Volt here? I think that's kind of nuts. I mean, we don't know what their hand is, but yeah, they took force. Pass. Soul Guide Lantern. Alright, we're just gonna deploy Lavinia, even if it gets dazed here. Ah, I accidentally took the wrong land. I was supposed to take an Underground Sea. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us too hard. It was really bad. I just misclicked. something that just like doesn't happen in paper. I guess that's not true. I guess sometimes you like blank out and pick the wrong land, but I would notice it as I'm about to put it in the battlefield, right? So they can't Ritual Doomsday anymore, but Brainstorm Fetch Land's pretty good. This is pretty good card, right? It'll stop Force, it'll stop alternate cost Daze, it will stop Black Lotus, and it'll stop Gush, it'll stop Probe with no mana. So like it does actually restrict the amount of weight. It slows them down a lot, basically. If we can draw another counterspell, it would make our counterspell kind of powerful. Though it could obviously still be Flusterstormed. Yeah, I'm really hoping that we don't like just draw like Night's Whisper here and make me look really silly. But stops Dig is pretty powerful as well. Yeah. So it's good, and they don't typically play too many ways to remove it. We did see like one of our opponents boarded in on our Caracas versus us. But now they have 3 mana and they can just play a hard cast Doomsday. See what they're doing here. Has Ancestral off that. It's pretty good. There are a lot of bricks in their deck now. All of their Moxen. So there's like 3 Moxen and Forces and stuff like that. We immediately drew a black spell as punishment. Pretty funny. I'm just gonna get this in play so that I have the ability to this is actually pretty good because I eat an Ancestral, which takes a lot of their Doomsday plays away as well. Actually, the thing we should probably be most concerned about at this point is like getting Thassa Demonic Consultation. We don't really have any counter spells left right now, and we unfortunately... Are they gonna Mystical for a Doomsday here? No. Unfortunately, I fetched that. That fetch was gonna, it might hurt us. That fetch might really screw us over, which is kind of sad. But Harold can't do much about it. We do have a PO for 2 next turn. If we have a Moxen or an Opal, it ends up being all contained, which is really nice. I'd be okay with like just drawing Force of Will with our Lavinia, even though they probably have a Fluster at this point. We really do need to end this game quickly. I think opponent will be in a position where it's going to be hard for us to stop them after, you know, they cast Ancestral on us. So, but this does like stop a lot of the ways that they can win very fast with like Gush, Lotus. So I assume this is just going to be the Doomsday. Okay, I wish we had a black source here, because if we had a black source here, we could Vampiric for Ancestral Recall. Really frustrating that misclick might actually kill us here. I think it's very unlikely like our Ancestral Recall won't get Flusterstormed, but I guess we can pay for it with a Mana Vault. Yeah, so this might just cost me the game, fetching the wrong land. That's kind of wild. We shouldn't be able to die from this position because opponent can't Gush or Lotus or Ancestral. We are going to have to take a look at what cards we think they might have. Oh man, if that fetch kills me. Right. You can't Lotus, you can't Gush. Can't Lotus, can't Gush. So. And they can't Ancestral either, because we exiled Ancestral with Soul Guide Lantern. So. We'll have to see what happens here. They do have a ton of mana, though, so they could just be like, Street Wraith, Street Wraith, Street Wraith, Thassa you with Flusterstorm back up or something. Excuse me. Alright, time to do some writing here. So, alright, no Lotus. Oh, what the fuck? Wanted to. So no Gush, no Lotus. We're missing both Thassas. Thassa. Street Wraiths. How many Street Wraiths? At least 2 to 3 Wraiths. Unless they warded some out. Force. No Forces, obviously, because of Lavinia. Daze. No Dazes because of Lavinia. Fluster. Looks like 1 Fluster. Thassa, 2 to 3 Street Wraiths. Fluster. Like possibly a Cavern. How many Preordains, I guess? 1 Preordain, 3 Preordain, 4 Preordain, no Preordains. No Probe. There's no Consultation, it's there already. So if they have Scroll, maybe. They looks like they have a Doomsday in their hand. 1 Doomsday, 2 Doomsday, 3 Doomsday. So 1 Doomsday in hand. Alright, let's just. They might have Cavern, they might have Fluster. I think they have at least Fluster somewhere. Yeah, I really, really wish that we could Vampiric here. It's really not good for the home team. All 4 Doomsdays are accounted for? Oh, 1's in the yard. You're right. Forgot the Doomsday doesn't exile itself. Alright, what can we do here? So we could Vamp and draw with Soul Guide Lantern. The fetch draw was really strong. But we have to be able to beat Flusterstorm, right? How do we, I guess we have a Mana Vault. So like, is my play, what about Mental Misstep? Is my play just like play fetch, pass? Probably like play fetch, pass. Vamp for my own, no, my own Fluster's not good enough. Maybe I want to Vamp on my own turn here. So I don't up the storm count. They have Fluster in their hand right now. They should, if they Fluster this Vamp, it's really good for them. Like, I'm trying to Ancestral kill them, I think. I guess if they Fluster right now, I can just activate with my Lantern, and I can't play around another Fluster, but I guess that's fine. And if they like don't go for it, I can just PO. Alright, so this resolves. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to Ancestral to deck them. That's our way of winning this game. Anything else I think doesn't do it. Cause like, I mean, like technically we could Tinker or Time Walk or anything like that, but if they have the Fluster naturally in their hand, then we just lose on the spot. So I don't think any of those plays make very much sense. And Time Walk isn't enough to kill them with this Lavinia, so it's not really like good enough. But I think the only thing that makes sense is just putting Ancestral on the top of our library and passing the turn. So cycle Street Wraith. Cycle Street Wraith. I guess I should have responded to that one. That was the one I was supposed to respond to. I was supposed to respond to the cycled street, the second cycled Street Wraith, so they had one less card. So they have to have double Flusterstorm, which I don't think is possible. So I have Fluster paid for. So they have to have something more than Flusterstorm here. The fetch land draw was really strong. I fucked up though. I definitely was supposed to respond to the second Street Wraith. I don't know why I let it resolve. Alright, you have something else? They have something else. They had 2 Flusters? Did I miscount? Or they just have 4 Fluster in their deck? Fluster... 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 I just have... 1 Fluster... 2 Fluster... They just have 4 Flusterstorms in their deck. That's unfortunate. It's possible I just fucked up by not responding to that Street Wraith though. They might have not had enough. If I had responded to that Street Wraith, maybe they didn't have 2 Flusters. I mean, they could stack it so that wouldn't be the case. Oh, fuck. They just had 4 Flusters. So we needed to also have Force of Will there. Damn. Alright, game 3. Lantern did end up being pretty good. I mean, you gotta do it, right? They had no Force of Negations, right? When we played that match? They had no Force of Negations, and they had no Mind Break traps. I don't remember seeing Force or Mind Break trap. I don't think they had Force or Mind Break trap, so I mean, they have Force of Will, obviously. I feel like I'm just supposed to keep this and go for it, right? Like, Mox, Bolt, Opal, Demonic, Tolarian, Pio. Yes. Yes. So if I get mental misstep here, I die, but... They kept another 7-card hand. Probably not good for the home team. No, we're not getting Sapphire here. We're definitely getting Tolarian Academy. Tolarian Academy gets us up to PO mana and lets us cast it again on POs on other turns. It's like very not close. All right, PO. Have a force. Has a force. Okay. Had 2 forces. We have PO again on our next turn. Yeah. I guess I hope we're not dead. I fucking hate Gataxian Probe. Oh my god, I hate Gataxian Probe. Doomsday is just so brutal. Alright, they passed. Does that mean they have hardcast force? Currently, we only make 4 mana. I guess we're playing that. That seems much better. It's too bad we didn't have 1 more mana and then we could PO after. Alright, well now we're protected from a lot of things. Seems that they didn't have force because they would have forced if they had it here. We might win this game now. This should help a lot. They can't cast force, they can only cast I guess they can cast Flusterstorm here. Yeah, 3rd straight one. I'm not playing around push. Vamp. Into Street Wraith into push. Into Street Wraith into Fluster. Or I guess just Vamp into Fluster is probably good enough. They go to 1 card. That just resolves. Okay. I guess I'm gonna go again though. There's like no reason not to go again. Yo, what's up, Aura? How you doing out there? Everything safe out there? It's going pretty good today. We're doing really well. That should do it. Man, these matches are really close. Probably should have PO'd again. Oh yeah, 2 rituals. All right, Time Walk Lattice. Ooh, baby. Got there. Let's go. Three Doomsday matchups. Oh man. Oh. I need to fix my chat so that I can see your your things, because I don't see them in my chat. Oh. Yeah, I guess that's true. Merchant scroll and lattice, not a combo. Yeah, I did the Twitch emote thing.